Hello and welcome to another Magic the Gathering Arena video, where we'll once again be looking at a Brawl deck, this time Sorin in Get a Life, where we'll be focusing on the life gain aspect of white-black, using a lot of cards that just give small increments of life to then benefit cards like Ajani's Pridemate and Bloodthirsty Aerialist, who constantly get counters and benefits from you either having a lot of life or gaining life. So lots of small little ticks here and there just to try and get these things up, because I think there's 4 or 5. So we've got Ajani's Pridemate, we've got Bloodthirsty Aerialist, we've got Gideon's Company, we've got Twinblade Paladin, Twinblade Paladin is a hybrid because it's got both that aspect and the over a certain life threshold, which is 25, which is the same with Angel of Vitality. And then we also have the Ajani Pridemate tokens made by Ajani Strength of the Pride. So, for the most part, it's those sort of things with just effects that will not necessarily give us lots of life, because we need lots of triggers more than lots of life gain, with probably the most amount of life gained available potentially being Linden Steadfast Queen, since each attacking creature gives us 1 additional trigger. So it's pretty straightforward. Sorin is obviously the most fitting of it, since it gives all creatures lifelink. Also gives Planeswalkers lifelink, which only really matters for his plus, I believe. Yeah, only his plus is going to actually matter with that. So it allows everything to grow bigger, and it also is able to get back our creatures, since they're relatively cheap. Like, I think, once again, most expensive creature is God Eternal Ketra and Epicure of Blood, just to get some life drain from all of our life gain, and to get the extra value from whenever we play a creature. But outside of that, everything's much cheaper than that. Then we also have a Bond of Discipline, just as an option to finish off the game. Gives all of our creatures lifelink again, so even if we don't, our things grow bigger, we gain more life. But it does then have all the creatures down, so we can get a nice swing in, which is often the downside with Ajani's Pridemate style creatures, is they've not got anything else on them. Aerialist does have flying, so it's got that evasion. Twinblade Paladin does get double strike, so it's able to get around Death Touch, but they don't have trample, so they'll just get chumped out as long as there's creatures. Bond of Discipline is just able to give us a nice open field to swing in it. And then also we've got to have Witch 7 and Cauldron Familiar, because it's a life gain each turn. There's no reason not to include it when it's an additional life gain on entry, and then with the Oven we can just keep fueling it. So that's the deck. Pretty straightforward. It does play into the life gain aspect of white-black. I will probably at some point also do an Aristocrats build, which I do feel Sorin also probably works slightly better for, but Taser Karlov can also double in that aspect, since it pays into it doubles the death triggers. So I'll probably build it around that, just for it to be a bit more different, a bit more varied than having the same commander. However, that's everything that really needs to be said about the deck. So let's go get into some games. Alright, starting off with Niv-Mizzet. Okay, there's a Pridemate. Not got anything to actually fuel them with. At least not yet. However, I do have an Oven for that. I guess. If I drop Pridemate and then Bloodlord, and he does get lifelink. So I'm gonna do that and hope for the best. I mean, I've now got the mana to go straight to Sorin. There's a Gideon's Company. Could flash something into trade with that. Nope, doesn't anticipate. Okay. I think I Gideon's company, they're tapped out. So... Ooh. That doesn't make this easy. Okay, let's play that anyway. So... I can give that lifelink. So how many triggers can I get? Play that, sack it, bring it back, 2 triggers. Lifelink, that can become a 6. 6/6. Or Gideon's company and start growing. I think whilst they're tapped out, I'll play this. Because even though Johnny's Bridesmaid can't punch through... Actually, it's got Death Touch, so if they block, then it still kills it. I still get the lifelink. Gideon's company gets bigger. And I can start getting some real board pressure. And next turn, best draw, probably a black land so I can Cauldron Familiar and Ill-Gotten or Sorin. Cauldron Familiar is good since if they counter it I can just Witch's Oven it back anyway. The other plus is mono red, sorry, red blue. Interesting. They can now shock the Bridesmaid, at which point I sacrifice it anyway. So now I Sorin to bring it back, I think. Ah, so close to what I needed. That's going to be big. Actually, it would be better to run with Bridesmaid because Sorin gives the lifelink anyway. So, and because the Bridesmaid's now a vampire, I would have gained an additional counter, putting it outside of the range of a lot of 3 damage removal. Okay, Mystic starts pumping out blockers. So I need to remove that ASAP. I have a somewhat radical idea. So if I bring this back as a... Yes, this is... Oh, this is going to be fun. So we sacrifice the Cauldron Familiar. Bring back the Cauldron Familiar. So they get bigger. Oh, I did it wrong. I screwed up. I was meant to bring it back with Sorin, so that I could then sacrifice it to the other Sorin, deal 3 damage. Deal damage like that. I abhor my blood. So they now got to block Gideon's Company. So 7. I think I'll attack now. See what happens. They do have the unsummon. So they can now block that with the token. I have a lot of life. So I could redrop Gideon's Company. Can't immediately grow it. Angel can't go over the Mystic tokens. I think if we drop the Inheritance, that starts paying them each turn. And that at least makes it bigger. All their mana are open. I mean, I can Wrath. It deals with the Mystic. Okay. So I guess first off, let's attack and see what happens. They've got all their mana open, so I'm being a little bit wary of that. Because if I Wrath, I can then bring back... I can bring back the Cauldron Familiar anyway, with the food, bring back the Pride Mate. Just want to keep applying pressure for as long as I can. So I am going to now Zombie Cat.
Body, not soul. I bestow a mighty curse.
So next time I can do this trick and theoretically kill the Murmuring Mystic. And I'm sure they've got a counter spell. So do I Angel or do I Company? I think I Angel. Okay. This way I've got the mana up to eat a food. Okay, I've got canisters. Miss it. So, if I give Angel Death Touch, and I can't sacrifice the familiar to do my shenanigans. So I guess I attack with these two. Because even if I don't get rid of Murmuring Mystic, I get rid of Niv Mizzet. So which do they prefer? Okay. Sacrifice. Actually. Do this now. Should bring it out of range of any Niv Mizzet shenanigans. I just then still have 3 life. I got 86 life. I don't think I'm too worried about Niv Mizzet at the moment. Now they could have double bounce effects. Get rid of both of those.
You're working up my appetite.
Okay, so 3 cards drawn. That's another 3 damage.
End this insolence. How predictable.
Yep. So they can kill one of the Saurons. 7. They can kill... Are they really working on the other Sauron?
Show some respect.
Get 1 point to me. Three mana up. Okay, that's not an issue. That means they're tapped out. That means it's a good game.
Meditate and prepare.
Right, well, that went well. A turn of them having Niv Mizzet, not a problem when you've got 87 life. Well, this is 100% going to be mill. This is not going to go well for me with my graveyard recursion, so let's hope we've got a good aggressive hand, because we're going to need it. Any second now. Okay. That is not the aggressive hand that I need. That is equally not an aggressive hand that I need, but I think I'm gonna have to push for it. Okay, I've got something I can play, and something else I can play following up. Vijani can create more bodies. I think I'm going to drop Murderous Rider. Yes, it can deal with Ashiok for one turn. Maybe I should drop the Evan. Yeah, there's an argument for... Yeah, I think I probably should have dropped the Evan. Interesting. I mean, actually no, it works because they can use it and then Ashiok and then I can't search, so actually it makes perfect sense. And they didn't draw a land. Okay, this could be what I need to make this work, and once again, no land. Okay. Do this now before Ashiok comes down. In fact, there was an argument to playing it last turn, so that, just in case. Now, drop this. This. Okay. It's 3 mana. And, yeah. A bit too late for them. That aggressive mulligan for an aggressive hand paid off. Okay, game 3 is the white-black mirror match. Though they're going to probably be doing more death triggers whilst I'm going more for life gain. So not quite a mirror match, just in colours. So let's see how these two decks perform differently. I like that Kaya for dealing with Taser to some extent. I'll keep it. This isn't the best. I mean, I don't have any plays until turn 3. I don't have any easy ways of gaining life. I really only have Kaya to probably eat punches. I mean, Bloodthirsty Aerialist into Sorin won't be too bad if I get another land. There's the other land. Now, if only I could get some white mana for Linden. Still not played it. I'll play the Aerialist. If they got removal for it, Sorin can bring it back. I don't currently have an answer to Taser. Gideon's. Is this actually a mirror? Have we gone into the Bizarro mirror world? Where they're playing Taser Karlov for a life gain deck? Okay, now it's big enough for them to kill. I guess that makes sense. Then they can punch Soren and I have to kill Soren to bring it back. Can exile that with Kaya though.
Waste your stamina.
I am proud of those who walk beside me.
Time.
So they can tap that down and punch Ajani to death. Which I'm fine with. Okay, there's an narrator. They can now start gaining life. So the company's going to get big, scary. And I'm going to start needing answers. Now, do they punch Soren instead of Ajani? I think Ajani is the correct answer since Soren I can bring back. We just immediately drop Soren again. Liliana sack 2, they don't sack enough. Soren, bring back that. I think I want to get rid of the giant killer.
Dispelling phantasms, better watch your back from here on out.
My pride grows strong.
Not the absolute best spot. Yeah, especially with that aerialist. This is actually a mirror, but they've got... Yeah, I'm not sure why Taser over Soren if this is what they're going for. I guess they have a few more weenie aspects to it as well, but I'm not seeing anything that has death triggers yet. Okay, honestly, that's the wrong target again. I feel like Ajani is... There we go, that's an answer I needed.
We thrive when we support one
Okay, they're not blocking Linden. I'd have 100% blocked Linden there. So 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So 3, leaving 4. Not quite enough to do anything. But I can Murderous Rider and then play the Murderous Rider. So let's... Do I deal with the company? Do I deal with the aerialist since I can block the company? I think I get rid of this since I can grow my things faster than they can grow their aerialist. Log of Midnight Ajani. Yep, makes sense. And then Kaya's Wrath. Round clip down, close enough. So I think this gives me an open... Do I... Yeah, I think I Liliana.
The undead make
Start making
great-
zombies.
Good mindless minion.
Soren bringing back an Aerialist. And then attacking with that, grows the Aerialist. I think Epicure, Angel, grab a token.
Good help is easy to find in war.
Not a problem. There's my Kaya's Wrath.
You should fear those born of darkness. Belong to me.
Don't mind me.
They were a lousy servant anyway.
Yep, and that's going to be game next turn if they don't have board wipe.
Putrid, but effective.
Okay, so they gain some more life, but it's still game. They're dead in the air to flyers. Yeah, I feel like they had nothing that Taser cared about. I guess they could be a new player who's not got as many cards, not as many wild cards to spend, and was building stuff with what they had. Since I did initially think, oh yeah, Taser card off, and then it's like, oh well, I want to do life gain instead of death shenanigans, so let's go for Soren since he gives everything lifelink. Anyways, that went quite well, I think. I definitely am glad that I put in the Gideon's Company. Oh, hello. Take your time, Arena. Not recording video or anything. Arena has decided that it's done. Oh, there we go. Arena's decided it just wants to make me eat my words. Watches it does it again now. There we go. After a lot of black screen time. Yeah, I'm glad that I bothered to make Gideon's Company. Obviously completely missed it since it's in a Gideon Gideon starter deck basically, the Planeswalker decks. But yep, it allows you to apply so much additional pressure with such a small number of life gain triggers. Ayara, Soulmender, and I think what was the one other card I added since the last time I changed it? Might have just been Gideon's Company. Yeah, didn't see the other cards that I added, but it performed better than the last few builds, and I do think that the Gideon's Company just being another thing to benefit off of gaining life helps a lot with that. So I was quite happy with it. Hopefully you are happy with it. So with that in mind, take care, and I'll see you all next time.